If you're trying to buy a home in Durham Region, here are 5 mistakes you should avoid, or at least 5 things you should know about when you're looking to purchase a home here. So if you're thinking about buying a home around Oshawa, Whitby, Clarington, or Ajax, then I think you'll find this video helpful, especially if you're unfamiliar with or new to the area. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Jessie McLellan and I'm a realtor here in Oshawa, Ontario, and I make videos to keep you up to date on the real estate market, especially what's going on in Durham Region. If you like this video and want to see more, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions for me, you can always use the first link in the description to book a call with me at a time that works best for you. So first on the list is Whitby versus Oshawa. Quite often when I'm helping someone find a home, for one reason or another, they'll want to include Whitby in their home search and not Oshawa. Sometimes it's because of proximity to Toronto and they don't want to go further east, and sometimes it's because of the negative reputation that Oshawa can sometimes have. Now, the topic of Oshawa having a bad rap is best saved for another day, or you can watch the 5 neighborhoods to avoid video that I made last year that goes more into detail about these areas that you may want to watch out for. But if you do find yourself including Whitby in your home search but not Oshawa, I have one recommendation for you. Look at homes in Oshawa that are on the Oshawa-Whitby border. And the reason for that is your budget will generally get you a little bit more for your money in Oshawa, but these neighborhoods located right on the border aren't going to add any extra travel time to your commute. They're very nice neighborhoods, and many people don't even realize that they're technically in Oshawa and not Whitby. And they give you the opportunity to save a little bit on your purchase price or get a little bit more home for your budget. If you're already looking at homes in Whitby in this area, you might as well cross the street and add those areas to your home search as well. You never know what opportunities might come up. The next tip I have is about North Oshawa versus South Courtice. This is typically for people who are trying to minimize their time spent on their daily commute, so I totally understand not wanting to drive further than necessary. And that could mean not looking at homes in Clarington for some people. But if you're viewing homes in North Oshawa, then I would suggest you include South Courtice in your search as well. Depending on where you're looking, the distance to Toronto is about the same, if not shorter, for homes in South Courtice than it is in much of North Oshawa. Now, if you're looking for North Oshawa because it's close to the 407 and you prefer to take the toll road instead, that's totally fine. But the 407 is an additional cost that not everyone likes to pay for. And if you commute using the 401 or GO train, I would really recommend including South Courtice in your search as well. Plus, Courtice really doesn't have any bad areas, and there are a lot of really nice neighborhoods and communities, and it's a great place to raise a family. And this brings me to my next point. Not only is South Courtice great to include in your search because of travel times compared to North Oshawa, but homes of similar size and age will have cheaper property taxes in Clarington than they will in Oshawa. For example, a 4-bedroom, 2-story detached home in Oshawa might cost you around $1.15 million with property taxes just over $7,000 each year. But a home in Clarington of a similar size, age, and features could save you nearly $100,000 on the purchase price, with property taxes around $5,800 per year. Now, if you're set on North Oshawa, this next point is for you. There are a lot of condo apartments and townhomes that are located in North Oshawa, specifically around Durham College and the university, that look like they're affordable opportunities on paper, but there are a few things that you need to know about them, especially if you're not from this area. 1800 and 1900 Simcoe Street North are buildings with condo apartments that frequently come up for sale and are listed at a very affordable price point. The issue with these units is that some of them are bachelor units, so they're under 500 square feet and don't have a bedroom. Instead, they have a Murphy bed that pulls down from the wall. Units that are this small are often very difficult to obtain financing for. The other thing about those buildings is that they were built and designed with students in mind. So even if you do come across a 3-bedroom unit for sale in 1800 Simcoe Street North, its layout was not designed with families in mind, but rather roommates. This also means that those buildings have a very high student occupancy, and while non-students are allowed to purchase and live there, most people living in those buildings are students, and non-students that have lived there often don't have the best experiences. This also applies to some of the townhomes near the university. Often the layouts are very student focused and wouldn't work for most families. And like the condos, they often don't include a parking spot either. So if you own a vehicle, that can be an issue as well. One thing I should mention is that there is a newer building at 2550 Simcoe Street North that, from what I've heard, has a lot less students than 1800 or 1900 Simcoe Street North, and it's a better location, right near the Costco, and there's restaurants and shopping nearby, and that area is guaranteed to grow in the next few years. So if you are interested in that area but rather not be sharing a glorified dormitory with college kids, that might be something for you to look into as well. 2550 also has a better variety of layouts available. There are some bachelor units, but they also have 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units as well that are at a reasonable price point. And for my last point, always keep resale value in mind. I've said this before and I'll say it again because I stand by it. It doesn't matter how hot or cold the market is or how quickly everything is selling when you bought the house. Markets change and you do not want to find yourself 5 or 10 years down the road trying to move or upgrade your home and realizing that the market has changed since you purchased. And if you bought in a not so great neighborhood, you might find yourself struggling to sell your home in a reasonable amount of time and for a fair price. And if you keep resale value in mind, you're less likely to have issues when or if you decide to resell. And you're more likely to benefit from market appreciation as well. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you would like to speak with me, you can always use the first link in the description to book a call with me at a time that works best for you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!